Today we're going to talk to you about tripod stance for foot intrinsic activation and stability. And why is that so important for runners? Runners often talk about pronation as a bad thing, and actually it's pretty normal. So normally when our foot makes contact with the ground, whether we're walking or running, we land in a supinated position where the foot is turned out a little bit, and then to absorb the forces of when we make contact with the ground, we're going to pronate, and then we're actually going to re-supinate up onto the second toe when we go to toe off, whether walking or running. And that's normal, so that pronation there is totally normal. What's not normal is when we pronate and we fail to then come and re-supinate all the way, and our foot stays in a collapsed position. That can put a lot more stress on the medial structures on the inside of the lower leg, and that can contribute to things such as plantar fasciitis, some posterior tibialis tendonitis, some medial tibial stress syndrome, or shin splints, or even some knee pain medially. So to do the tripod stance, what we're going to do is think about making 3 points of contact with the ground that you're going to push through. So the first one is the heel, so underneath your calcaneus, you're going to be pushing down to the ground. The next one is at the base of your little toe, so right underneath the smallest point of your toe. And then the last one is the same point but underneath your big toe, so underneath that MTP joint on the bottom. And that's where people often struggle. And we should get about 85% of our stability in your foot should actually come from that big toe pushing down into the ground when we're running. And that is exactly what we'd like the Mobo board for. So if we hop over to the Mobo board, it's got the hole here where your little toes literally can't grasp into the ground, so you're forced to push down more through your big toe. You can still push down through here and your heel, but it helps encourage that tripod stance. So one of the first things that we have people do is just try to stand on it, and that's often hard enough, but then we can add any type of single leg exercise to make it even harder. But that's really going to help nail down the stability in your foot and help work on intrinsic activation and help you prevent that overpronation when you're running.